What's up, mi familia? Are we recording? We are recording. What's up, mi familia? So I'm not gonna lie, it feels pretty good to be back on the table. I'm liking the vibes. So we're going to get another reading in. We're gonna see what's good and going on in the etherhood. Maybe we'll get some more with this divine masculine. Maybe we'll get some new energy. But the vibe does feel good, so I kind of want to continue with it. Right? Why not? Alright, you know that we're blessed and highly favored, meaning no weapon form shall prosper. And with that being said, we're giving all the praise to the Most High. We're going to keep it cute and cuddly, guys. And we're just going to get to it. I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of union talk in the etherhood, and I'm for it. I am with it. I am all for it. It sounds amazing, muy fantastico, and I'm down for the cause, alright? So please don't mind the appearance. My hair is kind of messy bun, but it's cool. I'm in a safe space, are you? Right? Okay. So, influence in the read. Bottom of the deck. We've got the Empress. The most powerful feminine energy in the deck. Embodying each and every queen. Knowing how and when to, exude, do her thing, go about her business. In any of those energies, as I just said. Alright, okay. The most beautiful feminine energy of them all. What? Let's talk about it. And the first two cards, or one of them, is an Ace of Swords. Alright, Most High coming through strong. So we have the Magician with the Eight of Swords. It looks like somebody may be manifesting the truth or some communication. But they may be manifesting the clarity, the communication, the dialogue. Alright, maybe the strength to cut and sever something with that sword. I don't know. But at the bottom of the deck, we got 3 pentacles coming together, cooperating, collaborating, making things happen. I like the way that sounds, personally. Alright, so we're manifesting. Somebody's manifesting. Using everything they've got. All the tools, all the resources, everything they got to bring their dream to fruition. Is that not gangsta, or is that not gangsta? Alright, now maybe they're seeing things very clearly with that Ace of Swords, and their eye is just on that prize. I can feel that. I can definitely feel that. Alright, so let's go. Let's see what's going on in the ethers. Alright, so we have a Knight of Pentacles. Alright, so we have a very slow, steady, consistent, and persistent energy. But like I said, the slowest energy of them all on the table. As you can see, we're moving for perfection with those peacock feathers. Oh, you're going to see what's really good and going on here. What we're investing and moving towards. Though we're creeping very slowly. Alright, so it looks like somebody... King of Wands to the Two of Wands. So somebody, King of Wands, it looks like they're making some sort of plan. They're trying to figure out how to move forward. Though they're ready to take action, or wanting to take action, they're kind of pumping the brakes. They're trying to come in with grace, with poise and beauty, elegance. Bottom of the deck, we got the 4 Cups, because this is a potential missed opportunity. So it's feeling like there's pressure. Alright, this is feeling like a part 2. Alright, so there's pressure in this situation. Alright, we're getting to this. We're getting to this. Let's talk about it, baby. Let's go. Alright, boom. Boop. Ace of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Alright, put that over there. Boop, boop. Alright, so here's those 3 pentacles cooperating, coming together to collaborate and make something, work efficiently. Alright, and it's looking like they're actually in their head about an opportunity they had to collaborate with. Alright, now, they're with this hangman here, they're definitely seeing things from another perspective, and they also seem to be consumed in their emotions. Alright, and with that, they have recurring thoughts and fears, everything just playing over and over again. They're stuck on pause, and it's just consuming them. My goodness, oh, goodness, I want to say all praise to the Most High. Alright, the High Priestess, but they keep it locked down. Alright, or maybe they're keeping this secret to themselves at this time, but this is locked down. Alright, so maybe the outside world isn't privy to what's really going down. Alright, we got the Knight of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. Very excited, very anxious, maybe even hasty energy, but ready to run in and charge in there. Alright, but the 7 of Pentacles, they're taking their time before they come through. And if I'm not mistaken, they only have armor on their feet there and their head there. So they're investing, they're working, they're still being cautious about how they're approaching this pentacle. But with the 7 of Pentacles, we know faith without works is dead. So it seems like they're just going to charge for it. Because you already know faith without works is dead. We're investing here. So you may not get anything out of the situation, but That's what an investment is, right? All right, the Fool, leap of faith. Taking that chance. Okay. Okay, what we got here? Boom, 7 of Cups. All right, yeah, we're freaking clueless. All right, no freaking clue how to go about this. There's many options. There's many ways we can do this, but what's really going to come about that? All right, 6 Pentacles. Okay, so they're daydreaming possibly about giving. Chance for reciprocity, fair exchange, 3 of Cups, and actually being happy, being in a very happy place. All right. So it looks like 2 people, or maybe 3. How many people are there? Looks like people are celebrating, right? Maybe there's 3 energies that are actually praying for this to come to fruition, for this to happen, for this to be something. All right. All right. Boom. Death. All right, so it's looking like we have a King of Swords here. Boom. On top. Okay, so we're having a King of Swords, right? Landing on the 3 of Pentacles with the Magician. Now that's appropriate because the King of Swords is a wonderful mental manifester. So, you know, he thinks about something, he envisions it, and boom, it's here, right? So he's thinking about how to fight for this, how to go about this wounded warrior energy. Like we're seeing, this is a potential missed opportunity that we're having a second opportunity at. So we're trying to make this do what it do, okay? Boom, we have possibly, I want to say 1 opportunity to send communication. Okay, the Death card. A rebirth or an ending. Who knows? Alright, 2 of Pentacles, right? This could be a rebirth or an ending. This could go 1 of 2 ways if these cards are played wrong. So they're contemplating, they're seeing things, trying to see things from other perspectives. I said that, you know, the Hangman's already out there, the Star. So they're contemplating, with the 4 of Swords here, how to get to their wish fulfillment, right? Which seems to be 10 of Pentacles. One more. The World, and a new chapter where they can begin to build this 10 of Pentacles, a very comfortable, lavish, I want to say successful foundation, something firm, something solid, something steady, consistent. All right, something the outside world can look at and say, dang, you did what you did, huh, right? Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. Oh, jeez. Okay, so the Queen of Wands comes in about 7:30, right? 7:37. Alright, with the Queen of Wands, we got the 5 of Wands. A little bit of commotion. It's a little hectic. I guess maybe when it pertains to this King of Swords going towards whatever this thing is he would like to work with. Okay. Okay, King of Cups seems to be going through a little bit of turbulence. He seems to be, I want to say, engulfed in his emotions. Alright, with the 5 of Swords, he's letting something go. He's dropping something. He's no longer putting in that fight. It's almost like a perfect balance here. 2 Pentacles, right? So here we have our King of Pentacles, or King of Cups. Seems to be dropping everything he's got to move in another direction. He's moving away from this Queen of Wands. The Empress. 6 of Wands. Alright, let's talk. Keep going. 2:02 on the clock over there. So yeah, so it looks like there was or is commotion when he made some sort of announcement. Maybe he followed his heart and he decided to express something, and with that comes the commotion, right? So over here, the 5 Swords, there's something that's being surrendered or let go of, and so that somebody can return elsewhere, right? But with that, we have a bit of a blockage with that 7 of Wands. Now, I'm not sure if this Queen of Wands is blocking this energy from returning, or what the situation is with that, but there seems to be a small blockage with that 7 of Wands. Good thing is that this energy, whoever they may be, they're at an advantage. They're actually not really around all the commotion. They've actually passed the 6 Wands. I thought that was up here. They actually passed the 6 Wands, and they're at the 7 of Wands. So we're waiting for this masculine to catch up and get him to the 6 Wands, or actually the 7 of Wands, so they can be on the same page. Okay. That seems to be their blockage or their burden, their problem that they're having at this time. But the good thing about this is it's a 10 of Wands. So once he wraps this up, he can make his return. Alright, to his, apparently it's a romantic interest. Alright, with that Knight of Cups there. Okay? He's ready to come back around. He's ready to make this thing do what it do. Alright, you already know the karmic wheel. You do good things, good things come to you. You do bad things, you get a lesson, possibly stagnation, an opportunity to learn how to transmute energy, right? It's endless. It's really endless. Okay? Let's keep going. Boom. Alright, the Empress, full circle. Okay. So on the Knight of Cups, it seems we have, boom, the Nine of Cups. So it seems like this energy really wants to move towards this romantic interest that they have. Alright, Queen of Pentacles. Not just do they want to give romantic energy, but they want to give and be committed and devoted to this particular Empress. Okay? I was going to go at the bottom, but we're just going to let it rock. This is kind of dope energy. This masculine seems to really know what he wants. I ain't mad at him, boy. I ain't mad at you, bro. Okay, there's that Ace of Pentacles. I'll take it. There's that Ace of Pentacles that keeps kind of circulating. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. So, I guess this Ace of Pentacles did come back around because this was a missed opportunity. Interesting. Okay, Six of Swords, moving towards calmer waters, better days, transitioning and changing things. That's amazing. And boom. But they're still nervous to make an announcement. They're nervous to come forward. They're stuck in their head with that Eight of Swords. Okay, why are you stuck, DM? Why are you stuck, bud? Alright, clearly you want to seize this opportunity and go towards your blessing. That's the Knight of Swords there. Alright, landing on the Ace of Pentacles. So they want to charge and go towards their Queen of Cups. This is the energy that has their heart space. So what's the issue? Maybe it's the fact that every 12 to 15 minutes she maybe submerges herself in her emotions. So, you know, you don't really know what to expect. I don't know. Just saying. They're nervous about their Two of Cups. They're nervous about their partner. For possibly being in another union with another lover. Really? Ace of Swords is already out here. Ace of Cups. Yeah, so they may be worried that their lover, their person, is in another commitment, devoted elsewhere. And that seems to be a heartbreak. That would be a betrayal to this particular lover. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. That's why they're trying to come back. That's why they're trying to rush back, honestly. The Devil. They're obsessing about this. Alright, they're almost in a cycle. It's just playing over and over again. It's almost like they feel like they're trapped. Is there anything else we need for this? Because I think I want to wrap this one up. This one, a little bit different. Let's go. Boom, Four of Pentacles. So they're holding back right now. They are restraining themselves, though they do want to come forward. Alright, the Eight of Pentacles. Looks like they're working on something, possibly with this third party energy. Ooh, okay, so they're working on closing out that cycle. That's the Ten of Swords. It's going to be a very rough, painful close of a cycle. It looks like this is coming to the backside of this feminine energy. So it's looking like she might not even see this coming in her direction. It might be very much unexpected. I also want to notice that this energy seems to be more grounded than in their emotions at this time. I just wanted to point that out. They seem to be going towards their emotions and whatever, but they actually aren't really touching or tuned in, tapped in. I don't know how we want to say that, but they're not really in their emotions. But this is a rough close of a cycle. Whew, is it? Alright, so maybe that's why they're thinking about this so hard. The Fool. They are taking a leap of faith, but they're really thinking about things. Okay? Really contemplating things. The Sun. So yeah, we've illuminated what's going on and why they're considering and calculating and why they're moving how they're moving. They want to reconcile, apparently. They want to be at peace and harmony. Can we just see who you like to be at peace and harmony with? See the Empress pop out here real quick. The Queen of Swords. Apparently, this Empress, Queen of Swords energy, isn't communicating. They're not talking. They're possibly not even seeing eye to eye. Alright? She may be on another passion in the beginning. Five of Cups. She's disappointed, so her guard is up. Alright, she's actually in hermit mode right now. She may be doing some introspection, Things may be being brought to her attention. She may be sitting back contemplating things. And notice the 10 swords. 4 swords and then 6 swords. That's 10 swords, right? Maybe it was a 10 of swords to her 10 of cups, or happily ever after, all right? She had to walk away from her 10 of cups because of that, actually. Oh, the King of Pentacles. So this Empress, well, Queen of Swords energy, she had to actually put up a boundary towards her King of Pentacles energy. It looks like she was in love and invested in the situation, but apparently there was another energy in the mix, right? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, this is definitely part 2. All right, the Moon. So things are hidden and deeply suppressed at this time. Okay. All right, so here we go. We have a Page of Cups. Could be an apology of some sort. Seems to be a bit emotion. A bit tapped into the emotions, but nothing too crazy. All right, it's a page. It's a fish in a cup. All right, let's go into the Queen of Cups. Okay. But then here comes an offer. I almost wanted to say a commitment. An offer of a commitment. I don't know where that was coming from. They're just waiting for their ships to come in. They're just waiting for the right opportunity. Wow. 16, 17 o'clock. Okay. So what I want to know is, what is it we're waiting for? Hold on. So what is it that they're waiting on with the 3 of Wands exactly? I just want to see. Okay, so this may be shared energy between the two, but the 4 of Wands is in the challenge position. The King of Pentacles. Alright, the King of Pentacles bottom of the deck. What are you waiting for? Possibly advice to go back with the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe guidance, a connection with their higher self to guide them back on that track. Not really sure, but they seem to be questioning if this union will be a thing. Two of Swords, they just don't know if it's going to be victorious or not. But they're spying. They're watching. Alright? Secretly with that Moon card. They are spying. They are watching their person. Alright? But they're just not sure if there's going to be a successful union of the situation. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Alright, so let's leave this here. This was definitely a part 2. But we're going to leave this here. All praise to the Most High. Dope reading for a dope collective. Alright, so yeah. Love and light.